What's it like living with 4 female roommates? I will tell you. Actually, it's 3 because including me, it's 4. So it's 3. 3 female roommates and then 2 cats. I will tell you what it's like. For one thing, just know that girls can be just as messy as guys. 1000%. In fact, my brother is like very much a clean as you go type person. Well, not clean as you go, but like he's very neat, he's very organized, and he likes his things the way that he likes them. So I know that guys can in fact be neat, cleaner than girls. So that's one thing that I fully understand and fully know. But my roommates are family to me. Like, I love them so freaking much. So sometimes that can be a little bit harder. I don't know if that's harder or easier to let them know when things are messy and things need to get cleaned and stuff like that. But it's not too bad. It's not bad at all, actually. I actually really enjoy living here, and I really love this space, and I'm gonna miss it because we're not here permanently. We're not here for very long. We only have like 3.5 months left here, which sucks, but I'm going to enjoy my time here as I can. And get on the grind because I need to wake up earlier. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. What's it like living with female roommates? It is, everyone is different, obviously, and I've never lived in like a dorm or a sorority. I've had roommates before as in like on trips, like when I go on like brief week-long trips, I've had roommates before, but I've never lived with like roommates. So this is interesting to me. Yeah, everyone has their own habits, like when they go to sleep, when they use the restroom, how they use the restroom, at what intervals do they decide to clean up after themselves. Everyone has this temperature that they like the air at. Everyone has different ways of cleaning. Everyone's different. So obviously this is just general, or just specific to my situation. But for me, I'm gonna do my hair actually. Wait, now I messed up my hair for the video. Let me do my skin first. Where's the skincare? Here we go. Sunscreen. For me, we don't really have many issues. Like, our parking is really good because, first of all, I don't really leave this house. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do leave this house, obviously, but not very often. That's why I've already figured out the car thing. What I think is important to understand with any types of roommates, whether it's boys or girls, y'all need to have communication. I feel like with guys, this could be with girls too, but my cousin lives with guys. He's a boy, but I feel like they just rarely communicate. They do fine, but like they just like stay in the rooms and don't really communicate much. And you don't really need to often when you're like in a college dorm, but when you're like living in a house because you're actually living together and choosing to live together, you obviously need to communicate. When it's trash day, when things need to get done, when how the parking is gonna work. So whenever I had a concern, I would just bring it up. I'd be like, hey, so where do you guys want me to park when we're starting with the parking? Because like obviously I don't leave the house much, and they know that. Like, I don't leave the house much, so my car can go anywhere and just kind of sit there. Whenever I need to use it, I'll use it, but just let me know. And I'm not the best parker, so I just love to be in a space where I'm just going to be able to come in and come out. So they are aware of that. So they just let me sit right in front of everybody, because they leave really early in the morning. So they just park behind me and then they go. So always the last ones in and the first ones to go. So it works for us. And I really appreciate that. I really love that because we understand how the parking goes. And I've literally been here for a month and we've never had a problem. So I really like that. Another thing, the groceries. Buying groceries with a bunch of girls can be really fun because you can all kind of like meet each other's goal. Like, hey, I want to eat healthier, or I want to start eating this more, or I want to cook more, I want to do this. It's really fun to like have everyone interact. We do have like our cookers. Like, our cookers would be like, we know who our cookers are, and we know who our not cookers are, which is me. And we know who our cleaners are, and oddly enough, that works out because we have our cookers and we have our cleaners. And I always said, if you're gonna cook, and if you cook and you like say, hey, everyone come eat, then please allow those who did not cook to clean, because I think that's 1000% fair, and that makes sense, right? That would make sense to anyone. And that's something we've done. Well, I've done, at least. And I think it makes sense. So that's what I tend to do. And because I'm home more, I just tend to look after the house a little bit. At least what I can manage and what I can fit into what I'm doing. So, I tend to do dishes and broom, and that seems to be my favorite area. And I'll look after the bathroom that me and my hallway mates share. And I enjoy that a lot. So, I don't mind at all because I'm here, and you know, everyone has their strengths and their weaknesses, and everyone's doing different things. So I really appreciate that. But yeah, I think communication is big. When you have an issue and you're like, hey, I need this to get done. Like, for example, today, one of my roommates, my cousin, forgot to take the trash out, and she literally texted me, hey, I forgot to take it out on my way to my car. Can you please do it for me? Of course, like, bro, just let me know and I'll do it. Like, if you know I'm here, just let me know. Like, it's like no one's taking advantage of no one. It's really nice. And everybody's like sharing and like grocery shopping occupations. I really think everyone has given, you know? And when we feel like something's a little bit uneven, we tell each other. And so far, things have been really good, I think, in that aspect. And if there's ever a situation, we let each other know, like, hey, this isn't really how we think things could be more smooth if we operate this way. So far, I've really been enjoying living here. In fact, I love it. And I get to see my cousins a lot more, which honestly I'm grateful to God for, because I rarely saw them before because they have very busy schedules, and now I can just see them whenever I want, and it makes me so happy. I love them to death. Did I put the sunscreen on? I kind of blurred that out of my memory. I think I did. This is like, I'm just gonna keep that there because, okay. But yeah, I think sometimes things have to get repeated a few times when it comes to like people not really like being able to follow along every little thing. But like, that's the life. Like, sometimes people are like running out the door and like things aren't getting done. But that's like, that comes with living with people. Not everything gets to get done in a timely manner. And that's okay. Like, you can just communicate that and we can talk about it and go from there. Nothing needs to get like, I don't know, argued about. We just talk about it. And it's not perfect by any means. There's always going to be issues that come up, but we always deal with them. And it's always just fun to deal with them together than dealing with things alone and just silently suffering. Instead, you get to talk to your roommates about it and be like, hey, this is going on with my life, and I would love to rant for a second. And we always apologize to each other for ranting. And I don't think we should. I think we should be able to rant to our roommates about stuff, especially if we're close, like, and, you know, exhaust from the day, you know? I love that. And I wish we would all live together for like a year so I can give them all Christmas presents. I literally have my roommate's birthday present up here, and I've had it since like September of last year, and her birthday's not till next month, and next month is February. Like, that's crazy. Like, we weren't even living together at the time. I love her. That looks really good, not gonna lie. I'm impressed. I'm going to use I don't want to put anything too crazy. I actually really like this. I'm gonna go back in. Go back in with this a little bit. Go back in. I think that was really nice. I love using lipstick as blush. My favorite thing ever. I'm putting on my nose. I think I might have overdone it, but it always blends out, so it's fine. Oh, got stuck. Okay. Might have overdone it a little bit, but it's okay. But yeah, that's what it's like living with roommates. And they were roommates. But everybody's different. If you have a terrible roommate, and I've heard terrible roommate stories from different people, I'm so sorry. Please communicate to them. And if they're never around for you to communicate to, you got to leave that letter. You got to text. You got to do what you got to do. Because a terrible living situation is not something I would wish on anyone. Like, that's your peace. Your home is supposed to be your peace. And if you don't have no peace, that is not it. Why does it look so chunky right here? Looks so weird. Blend it out, see if it works. Looks so weird, bro. Looks like I have a rash. Am I pretty? Actually, ow. For everyone who's new, not new, but like who has subscribed recently, thank you so much for doing that. I love you. Ow. Guys, I'm just bad at this. Somebody told me I had long eyelashes, and I was like, me? Very blessed. Blessed that you said that. I'm gonna put a little bit of this. I'm not even wearing makeup. Like, essentially, I'm wearing the Rescue Bombs. But I don't know. It just adds a bit of glitter, and I just love it. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Tadamo, bye. Bye. Good luck to you in all your roommate endeavors. Also, don't just live with someone you don't know. Please, don't just do that. Even people you do know, it can be scary. There's horror stories out there. Please, please, please. Oh my God. Be safe. Tadamo, bye.